Howdy folks, welcome to another edition of lemlist tip of the week. And this week I'm going to share a practical trick that goes under the name of a fallback value. So fallback value is essentially a neat little trick that you can do if you don't have like your CSV file full of information. So let's take a typical example. So let's say you're prospecting and that you gather up a list of 100 prospects, and for 10 of these 100 you weren't able to find the first name, and so you're now worrying whether or not to use the first name in your email, or this can be any other custom variable, by the way, but I'm going to take the first name because it's the easiest to explain. So essentially for 10 prospects you don't have names, and there's no reason why you can't use a first name variable for the other 90 and do a little trick for these 10, so you can essentially use that variable. So how that rolls is I'm going to show you right now. So you go to your lemlist account, create a new campaign. I'm just going to write test here. I'm not going to upload my buddies, but yeah, so I can show you this faster. So essentially, like, we can choose an inspirational template. I'm going to use, for example, get clients as a freelancer. Boom. And so here you see you have like your first name variable, and as we said, for 10 people you don't have first name, so it will say bonjour, and it will say empty, which is like nobody starts their emails that way. So what you can do is that you can put this fancy upward dash and write your fallback value, and essentially here my fallback value is going to be lemlister. So it looks like, you see, it looks like I'm just going to highlight lemlister plus this dash and the first name. So this is your kind of like the new variable that you're going to use that includes that fallback value. And so what fallback value does, I'm going to show you in the preview mode, is you see if I have first name, it's going to say Vuk. But if I don't have my first name and I'm going to eliminate that, it's going to say lemlister. And so it this fallback value, like I said, it's a cool little trick that you can do in order to keep using your custom variable, even if you don't have that value for every single prospect. And this can be used for every custom variable you want. It can be a first name, it can be a company name, anything. You just have to come up with some sort of backup information, like I did with lemlister instead of the first name, and you're going to be good to go. So essentially, this is all for this week. Hope you enjoyed this one, and that I've shown to at least some people that the fallback value exists and that you can leverage it in your cold email campaigns. Thank you, and see you next week.